one of the first things that comes to mind that's a sign that you're just incompatible is you like them, but you want to change things about them. It's completely normal for us to like someone, want to be with someone, and feel like, okay, there's areas that we can improve upon, all right? And I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because I do feel that we should be trying to become better versions of ourselves. But if you are entering or trying to or considering entering into a relationship with someone who their current self is not the version that you're truly happy with, or let's even say happy enough with, that's a problem. So here's a couple examples that come to mind. I'll hear some people say, you know, if we're being real, there's a lot of men who are, or most men are visual, right? And there are men out there where, you know, how a woman looks is going to play a huge role in his interest in her and his ability to be attentive to her and faithful and all these things, all right? So anyways, I've heard some people make the argument, let's just say he's into fit women, and he meets a woman who is plus size or, you know, on that side of things. And people will say, oh, well, she's a great woman. You know, you could always help her work out. Like, I don't know if y'all seen, there's these memes. I wish I had it to show y'all. There's these memes where they'll show like two people, and one typically is like very plus size, and the other one is like this, you know, Coke figure body or whatever. And then she'll have all these horrible traits, and then the plus size woman will have all these better traits, and they'll say, which one you want to pick? It's ridiculous. But anyways, the point is, they'll say, yeah, you know, you can be with her and you can help her work out. And that's horrible advice. Because one, if you are in that woman's shoes, and listen, this can go both ways. This can happen with men and women. You're in that person's shoes and you find out down the line that this person only got with you because they thought they could eventually change you into looking how they wanted you to look. Many people would be offended by that. Many people would take issue like, so you didn't love me for me. You just held on to what you hoped or thought you could make me into. That will cut deep for a lot of individuals. But then also, what happens if they don't become that? And this is the dilemma that so many people face, and I have to say it, this happens a lot to women. Again, maybe not specifically in regards to physical appearance, but in other ways that we project the potential of this individual and what you think they can become and what you are hoping to see change about them, rather than accepting who they actually are. And now, when they don't become that person, or they don't stick on that path, you become frustrated. You start to pour in a negative energy, whether you realize it or not, because they're not meeting the fantasy that you projected onto this situation. So coming in wanting to change someone is unhealthy and a huge sign that you guys are simply not compatible. Now, yes, you can make the argument that that person may eventually change. And if they do change and you guys cross paths, and at that time you want to move forward because now who they present themselves to be, you are happy with, cool. But you should not try to be with them at a time that they are not that, hoping trying to push them in that direction. That's just not good. It's very, very dysfunctional. So, and this also goes both ways. So it's not just you looking at them as, well, I can change them, I can turn them into this. Pay attention to if that person is doing that to you. Are they asking you to be someone that you're just not? And again, you have to understand the difference between becoming a better version of yourself and becoming something you're not. And a lot of times that's going to be attached to how that person perceives it. Meaning, even using the weight dynamic for a second. If that woman or man does not see getting in shape as quote unquote being a better version of themselves, because some people don't connect with that. To them, it's why should it be a big deal? It shouldn't matter. I'm a good person, whatever. They will have resentment if that's what you're trying to push them to, because again, they don't see that as an upgrade to themselves. They see that as them being something they're not. And now they can't keep it up. Because if they're not into working out, if they're not into trying to eat healthy, there's going to now be resentment on their end as well for them being held to that standard that they really don't connect with. Also, it's about, again, what can you sustain? So if, let's just say you're a guy who's very homely. You love just being home, okay? And here you have this woman who likes to go out. It's important for her to get out there, and not just get out there. She wants you to be with her. If you try to accommodate this in the beginning, knowing damn well you cannot sustain this, we have a problem. This is incompatibility. This is two people who just won't work in the long run. Because now one of two things are going to happen. Either you're going to drag yourself out with her and be resentful towards her, have an attitude, ruin the whole outing. She now is mad at you, so on and so forth. Or you're going to say, F that. I was doing it in the beginning to get her, but I'm not doing this anymore. Now she's mad at you. She's frustrated. Either way, it blows up in your face. There are some people who will see the balance of extrovert and introvert as a good thing. They can come together and work together on that. They don't see that man in that scenario, in a different example, may not see her push to get him out the house as bad. It's like, okay, I like that she does that because I don't want to have to be home all the time, but maybe you're not an initiator of going out. You see what I'm saying? There are ways that it can work, but when you understand and know that's just not you, that is a sign of incompatibility, and that is a sign this is not going to work. Hey, thank you for watching this video. Be sure to check this one out right here, and I'll see you there. I pray you receive the person who is truly best for you. I want you to get all the blessings God has waiting for you. And so my hope when I do these videos is to make sure that you are not just prepared